Okay, in this video we're going to look at the Stormtrooper, one of the first 12. Obviously this one's on a Return of the Jedi card. So I'm going to show you first, in my typical fashion, the different iterations you can get this figure on. So you can get in the top corner you can see the 12 back. Then you can see the 20 back with the Boba Fett Alpha. I mean, I've got the 12 back, but mine's the Takara sticker. Empire Strikes Back, that's the 45 back display offer arena. Then Return of the Jedi, that's what I'm showing you. This got the Anakin sticker, mine one doesn't. Mine's just a plain 77 back A. Then the Power of the Force, which is quite a hard one to find these days. And then the Tri-Logo, which I do have that one as well. So I have the Tri-Logo, the Jedi, the 12 back, maybe a few others. But I don't feel like telling you lot, so I'm not going to. But this is the 12 back Stormtrooper, Return of the Jedi. It's slight yellowing to the blister. I mean, the figure, the arms and legs are slightly discoloured as well. But as you can see, my childhood Stormtrooper from my childhood, which is continuing, I have loose as well with the blaster, so I can show you that first. So I mean, as a child, this is one of my favourite figures. You know, I remember having two of these back in the late 70s, and some scare electric pieces like the racetrack and building a little base. Obviously I'd managed to stay off from school for, you know, so I was happily playing away with the two Stormtroopers and some scare electric pieces. Maybe I had a Death Squad commander as well, but it's the memories that make these important to us. So that's a Stormtrooper, I think it's a Hong Kong COO. It's got the blaster. Yeah, Hong Kong. But you can see the limbs are slightly pinkish now, the arms and legs. But I mean, this one's quite well played with. Very cool figure. 4-point, the head doesn't turn at all, but this is just, you know, I wish I bought another. I should have bought another one on the retro collection rather than just buying one. Because actually I quite, just thinking back now how much fun I had with this figure as a child. I'm just gonna take a minute to weep. That's better, I feel a bit better now. So here's the blaster he comes with. This comes with so many other Star Wars action figures, Death Squad Commander, some of the Cantina aliens. It's just a classic weapon. Beautiful piece. And this Stormtrooper grips it quite well compared to the retro collection Stormtrooper, which can barely hold the weapons. But I think now that they're being made in Vietnam, they're doing a better job with the figures. Classic figure though. Oops, he dropped it. So you can see the COO marking. Hong Kong, 1977, I think. Not that they didn't come out till 78. You can see there's a lot of grubbiness to this figure, but still such a classic. Beautiful piece. The 011. Brilliant. I mean, you can get loads of variants of these figures. You can get the Lily Lede, you can get the PBP, probably POC as well, China COO. What other ones? Noku, Hong Kong, So the Stormtrooper, because it was produced throughout, you can get loads of variations with that. I think I've got the China raised bar, but I should really try and endeavour to get the Lily Lede at least, and the PBP. Classic figure though. So let's look at this carded one. So this is the Kenner Return of the Jedi 77 Back A. So I'd have got this around 2011-12. It's very nice. I mean, the blister does look pretty clear, but it's got a yellow tinge to it. You can just see it there. Very nice. It was sold at Kiddieland for 99 cents. I'll show you that in a minute, but we're just having our first look before I start waffling on for 20 minutes about this figure and its virtues. But I haven't seen this for a good 7 or 8 years, 9 years, so you're going to get a long video. Or I'm going to get a long video because I'm going to watch this video once it's uploaded. So you get 77 back. Just really nice piece. Shows you all the 77. So that's the second wave of Return of Jedi figures. Very nice. So I think the Stormtrooper agrees. I did get a Palatoy 65 back at the same time, and unfortunately the way the guy packed it, it was in the box and I knifed through I think that was 2011 actually, because I was really annoyed when I did it. It's probably this knife as well. Just knifed through it and it's scarred or scored faintly, but it did certainly score the back of the card, the Palatoy card, and you can imagine how much scarcer Palatoy Return of Jedi 65 back is compared to a Kenner 77 back Return of Jedi. So I'm really annoyed about that. Plus that figure had huge amounts of defects on it. It had like melt marks, everything. So I called it the groin scar Stormtrooper because it had so much imperfections. I mean, if you look at the tri-logo Stormtrooper, which I've got videos up of, that is described as the hard torso as well, because tends to be the more likely to be the PvP sculpt, and you know, it's really well defined, really sharp looking Stormtrooper. But I mean, this is a classic. I mean, they used this image on the Star Wars card, Empire, Jedi, and then on the tri-logo they got rid of one of the Stormtroopers and just used the single image, single Stormtrooper. But yeah, beautiful piece. Looks great. I'd have paid 99 cents for this any day. Return of Jedi. You can see it's punched, and there's a bit of residue from where the card was torn, like little buds, as only one Kenobi describes it. But this is quite a gorgeous piece, really. Looks great. Brilliant. So we're going to look at this closely now. Okay, now we're going to look at this carded 77 back Return of the Jedi Stormtrooper closely. So let's get a good look at this. It's a very nice item, this. So you can see the little buds where the punch was torn out. Kiddieland, 99 cents. Original price was $3.59. Star Wars Return of Jedi Stormtrooper. This is such a classic image. I mean, here's the Stormtrooper. This one compared to Looks like he's got a more sharper sculpt as well. But you can see that the limbs on this one are slightly discoloured, and the same with this one as well. They've gone sort of almost got a slight pink tinge to them. There's nothing that you can do about it, it's just the plastic. But classic figure though. Who doesn't love the vintage Stormtrooper? Amazing design. Clutching his blaster. Beautiful image on the card. Let's look at the back. Collectible 77. A bit of creasing there. Different offers. Figure made in Hong Kong. If you see a little tiny letter, it should tell you which factory this was made in. I can't see it though. Oh yeah, you can just see it there. Looks almost like it's blacked out though. HN. It's in green, that's why it's hard to make out. There's the proof of purchase. Let's see if we can see the Stormtrooper. There he is, number 66. To look at the grading. 1983 Kenner Star Wars Return of Jedi 77 Back A. Stormtrooper 80 near mint, card 80, bubble 85, figure 85. It's now, it'd have to be at 80Y now because it's slightly yellowing. I mean, it's still pretty good, this blister, but there's definitely a yellowish tinge to it. Great figure though, classic. Very nice. I've got the Argentine Stormtrooper, so you want to check a review of that. It's out there on YouTube. Try and watch the most recent one, because that will be better narration and better filming. 99 cents. Wow. Great figure though. Very simple design for 1977-8, but total classic now. Made in Hong Kong. Brilliant. Yeah. You could have hours of fun with these Stormtroopers, so good. Brilliant figure. And the red background contrasts so nicely with the white. Brilliant piece. Okay, we're looking at the Stormtrooper, the 77 Back Return of Jedi AFA 80. I'm going to look at the actual figure from my childhood. So there's the pistol, rifle. I've been doing so many reviews, I'm not even sure if I've shown this yet already. If it is, it's because I've been doing loads of reviews today. There's the pistol, rifle. Such a classic weapon. And then there's the figure. Two little holes for foot pegs. Arms go round, legs go that far forward. that far back before you get any resistance. See the Hong Kong there, such a classic figure. He's surrendering. He wants me to stop making this video. I'm boring the viewers. Pretty cool though. So yeah. And the guns now are quite often, the weapons are more valuable than the figures loose, because there's so many repro weapons, people want the real McCoy. So yeah, I mean with the retro collection they made the guns black, but that's the original Stormtrooper rifle, E11 blaster, brilliant piece. Okay. Okay, today we're going to look at something really cool. It's a Stormtrooper figure. It's the Argentine version, which I've shown before, but I thought I'd show it again. So this is the Argentine Stormtrooper on the El Regreso del Jedi card. It's by Top Toys, and they made some quite famous Argentine versions of not just Star Wars but He-Man and stuff like that as well. Good look at the figure. So these figures are different to the Kenner releases. Often the figure has quite a stained leg here, which would be the left leg, the actual figure. The gun's totally different. It's a much more simple sculpture. The figure's slightly shorter than a Kenner figure, and it doesn't have any peg holes at the bottom. Has the Kenner logo, but then it has made for Top Toys. Really nice logo there as well, Top Toys. Great card, shows the classic image of the two Stormtroopers. Not many of these figures were made. The Stormtrooper and Darth Vader is probably the most common, which I have both of those. I also got the Chewbacca, so I've got 3 on card. I've got another Stormtrooper, and that one has a lot more staining on the leg. This one's AFA graded. It's graded AFA 85, card gets 85, bubble 85, figure 80. So really nice item. The Vader I got is in excellent condition. The Chewbacca's graded as well. It's a nice item. Back of the card. The back of the card's quite unique because it shows the original 12 image used on the 12 backs. It's got the Luke and Leia image there. A yellow background. These are the figures. So C-3PO was never offered. Han Solo was never offered. Chewbacca was. R2 wasn't. Princess Leia wasn't. Stormtrooper was. Darth Vader was. Obi-Wan wasn't. Boba Fett wasn't either. These figures were offered, so you could get, some of these are really rare, so you could get Logray, you could get Luke Skywalker Jedi, very rare. I'm not sure of the Luke, definitely the Chief Chirper, Yoda, possibly Lando, and El Amigo de Han Solo. If you look carefully there, it says Industria Argentina. So not many figures were offered in the line. Around 83, 84, I guess, maybe slightly later. So we've been looking at this 77 Back A Stormtrooper. It's in quite good conditions. I'm glad the blister hasn't really turned any more yellow since I've looked at it last in around 2011, 12. It's really nice, classic card. I like the way it displays. I like the Return of the Jedi logo. I actually prefer it to the Empire Strikes Back. I think the Return of the Jedi is a better design, the way they did it. Obviously the 12 back would be the nicest, the Star Wars card. It's a classic piece. Yeah, glad I got this back then. I don't know how much it would cost nowadays. I mean, say 10 years later, because you don't, I mean, maybe on Facebook groups you see Stormtroopers for sale on cards, but I mean, if it's a Star Wars card, you're talking big money, and early Empire cards, or Power of the Force even. And then the tri-logos are kind of highly sought, so your best option is a Jedi card. But when it's, when it's got a relatively clear blister and looks, quite lovely like this one does, it's still gonna cost a fair penny. But the Stormtrooper is such a classic character, just looks so nice. And yeah, but I mean, if you're more of a modern collector, you can definitely go try and hunt down the retro collection Stormtrooper. The vintage collection, there's been quite a few Stormtrooper issues. I think I need to I don't think I have the vintage collection Stormtrooper though, so that's something I need to get sorted. Yeah, beautiful piece this, very nice. So before the Stormtrooper get angry and tells me to stop filming, I'll just show you the back one quick time, and then we'll be finished. I'll just slowly rotate the card around. So typical 77 back. You see there's a bit of flap there. And then that's quite annoying actually, that piece there. I'm afraid the Stormtrooper has fallen down. There we can see the figure from the side. Gorgeous piece this. I mean, I think this one displays quite well. It's got a sort of, I don't know, cleanliness or something to it. Not cleanliness next to godliness, but a sort of, it looks sharp and, very presentable. I'm just waffling now. I'll just show you the grade again. Return of the Jedi 77 back, Stormtrooper 18 near mint. You'd have to add a Y to that now. Card 80, bubble 85, figure 85. Just looks great. Okay, so I hope you like looking at that. Cheers, goodbye.